The US is one of those rare places where you can find almost every kind of natural beauty imaginable: mountains, beaches, tropical forests, deserts, canyons, and even glaciers. And let's not forget its vibrant, modern cities just waiting to be explored. From road trips to hidden gems, this country is full of surprises. Its rich history, diverse culture, stunning art, and breathtaking landscapes make it a truly inspiring place. So, let's explore together and uncover some cool facts about America. America is located in North America, stretching 4,800 kilometers from the Pacific to the Atlantic. Its continental territory is divided into 50 states. Did you know the US has 14 island territories scattered around the world? These territories have different political statuses, but some of the most famous ones include Puerto Rico, the US Virgin Islands, American Samoa, and Guam. Thanks to these territories, the US has the largest maritime territory in the world. With over 340 million inhabitants, the US is the third most populous country on the planet. A whopping 81% of its people live in cities and suburbs. In fact, 1 out of every 9 Americans calls California, the most populated state, home. Interestingly, while population was once concentrated in the northern regions in 1950, by 2010 it had balanced out more across the country. The United States is the only country that experiences every climate on Earth, from tropical vibes in Hawaii and South Florida to arid conditions in the Mississippi River region, the Rockies, New Mexico, and Arizona. From temperate zones on the Great Plains and East Coast to the oceanic climate along the Pacific Coast, from Alaska to Southern California, and even polar conditions in Alaska. Washington, D.C. has been the capital of the United States since the 1790s, replacing Philadelphia. It was specially designed as a planned federal district along the Potomac River with a neoclassical style. Fun fact, out of modesty, George Washington never referred to it as Washington, but simply as the federal city. While Washington, D.C. is the capital, the U.S. is full of unique cities. For example, New York City is the most populous city in the country and the financial capital of the world, with over 20 million people in its metropolitan area. Out west, you've got Los Angeles, the cultural and financial hub of Southern California. Then there's Chicago, the Midwest center of commerce and transportation. And don't forget Houston, Texas, the energy capital of the US and home to NASA. New York, the crown jewel of the United States, is a mega city packed with iconic landmarks. From the Empire State Building and Rockefeller Center to the Chrysler Building, Central Park, the dazzling lights of Times Square, Broadway, and, of course, the Statue of Liberty, every corner is a sight to behold. Road trip, anyone? The Pacific Coast Highway, LA to Washington's Plain, is stunning, but nothing beats the legendary Route 66, the Mother Road, that fueled America's westward migration during the Great Depression. The Mississippi River, North America's most iconic river and the third largest watershed in the world, is home to 360 species of fish, 326 species of birds, 145 amphibians, and 50 mammals. The Great River Road, stretching over 3,000 miles across 10 states and more than 110 counties, is the longest scenic drive in America. Do you live in one of those counties? The U.S. boasts spectacular biodiversity with some of America's most stunning natural sights. Explore incredible beaches, arid desert plateaus, glacier-capped mountain ranges, rolling prairies, tropical jungles, active volcanic zones, and even polar tundras. Highlights include the Grand Canyon, Yosemite National Park, Niagara Falls, and Yellowstone National Park. The United States is full of iconic landmarks that define the nation. Think of the Golden Gate Bridge in California, Mount Rushmore, and, most symbolically, the Statue of Liberty, a beacon of freedom and defiance against oppression. Though less than 5% of the world's population lives here, the United States contributes about 25% of global economic output. 9 out of the 10 largest companies by market capitalization are based in the US, and Forbes reports that 575 of the world's 2,000 largest companies call America home. The US sits at the heart of global innovation. It's the birthplace of electricity, the light bulb, the airplane, television, radio, laptops, email, cell phones, digital cameras, and even cultural icons like hamburgers and French fries, true testaments to American ingenuity. The US has always been at the forefront of technological advancement, and today, 8 of the top 10 most innovative companies in the world, according to Forbes, are American. This includes giants like Apple, Tesla, Amazon, and Netflix, all companies that have revolutionized how we live, work, and connect. One of the largest industries in the US is aerospace. Renowned worldwide for NASA, America leads in space exploration. It was the first and only country to land a man on the moon, dominates satellite technology, space telescopes, and even missions to Mars, with Titan, Saturn's moon, on the horizon. The US aerospace industry directly employs around 2 million scientists and technicians across the nation. The oldest city in the US? It's St. Augustine, Florida, founded by the Spanish 42 years before the English settled Jamestown. This coastal gem changed hands multiple times, but guess what? It was never conquered by force. Talk about diplomatic luck. Originally, the United States was made up of 13 colonies, and today it's home to historic cities that are true national treasures: Boston, the heart of American independence; Philadelphia, the former capital; Annapolis in Maryland, known as the Athens of America; and Charleston, the major southern port during colonial times. American football is the nation's most popular sport, followed by baseball and basketball. And when it comes to Olympic glory, the US leads the pack, having won 2,800 medals in modern Olympic history, making it the top medal winner of all time. Not to mention, the most decorated Olympian, Michael Phelps, has 28 medals, including 23 golds. The Great Lakes, Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, and Ontario are the largest freshwater system on the planet, covering 94,600 square miles. Connected by rivers and smaller lakes, they hold over 20% of the world's freshwater. How's that for bragging rights? Hawaii, located about 2,952 miles from the mainland, is an archipelago of 137 islands. It's the birthplace of surfing and the only US state where you can cultivate coffee, cocoa, and vanilla. Only in Hawaii can you catch epic waves and visit the world's largest dormant volcano. Alaska, along with Hawaii, was one of the last states to join the US in 1959. By far the largest state, Alaska is bigger than Texas, California, and Montana combined. It's a land of extremes, boasting over 3 million lakes, 120,000 rivers, and 100,000 glaciers, and, believe it or not, it was purchased from Russia in 1867 for just over $7 million.